In my last video, I told you guys that I'd test out a Taunt Annihilape strat for Typhlosion the Unrivaled, and I think I've got one that works pretty well. Let's get into it. So, what kind of set do you need for this Annihilape? You are going to need just really the same moveset, but with Taunt. So you're going to be using Taunt, Screech, and Rage Fist. You don't need Bulk Up. It could help in some niche situations, but really Taunt, Screech, Rage Fist. The EVs and IVs are up on screen now. Refer to the video up in the top right-hand corner of the screen in the iCard if you want to know how to EV train and hyper train and all that kind of stuff for Terra Raid battles. And it's still holding the Shell Bell. If this is the first video about this Typhlosion video that Typhlosion raid that you're watching, restores an 1/8 of the damage dealt by the user, so it's going to help Annihilape survive in this. So let's just get right on into the raid. Now this Annihilape isn't deathless, but it does kind of delay its first death a little bit, so you can get your Rage Fist powered up a bit more. So it's not going to be like the Flutter main strat for the Charizard raid, where you're absolutely never ever going to die. But it still does work. We're going to Taunt first. It's going to use Eruption, that's fine. So now it can't use Sunny Day anymore. I believe it's going to try now. Yeah, it can't use Sunny Day after the Taunt, so that's going to be about 5 turns. So we use Screech now. It's actually paralyzed as well. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, make sure this Annihilape has the Defiant ability. Nope. So, the reason why we want Defiant on Annihilape is because... Alright. So, Defiant, what that does is when Annihilape's stats are lowered, its attack raises 2 times. So, if Shadow Ball gets a special defense drop, its attack is going to raise twice. That's why we want Defiant on this thing. Just to, you know, in case we get the special defense drop, we also get an attack boost. Now, all we need to do is just Rage Fist. And make sure this thing is Terra Ghost, so that its Rage Fist is going to be even better when it's terastallized. Alright. I might be able to live one more Eruption after this. Yeah, I think I can live one more Eruption with barely enough health. Never mind. That's out of all. Oh, and with... So we are losing some time, but that's fine. Because once we terastallize, this thing is going to be so strong that losing time isn't going to matter. Get one more Rage Fist in. That's fine. All that does, that just powers up our Rage Fist. Alright, we should be able to live one more Eruption. So let's terastallize and use Rage Fist. I love visual bugs in this game. Alright, I don't think Shadow Ball should kill. Alright, good. So now, that is our out. Once we survive while we're terrestrialized, we're good. We're just doing too much damage now. Even if it uses Eruption. Eruption is sun boosted too. But it's not gonna matter. And that cleanse doesn't matter either. We're also faster. Umbreon used Thunder Wave. We're gonna win this fight. So, there it is. That's how you beat it. So you're gonna get some candy, some large candy, some XL candy, nuggets, calcium, and rare candies, a bunch of stuff. So if you want to keep this raid, just make sure not to connect to the internet at all for any reason until you're done doing these raids. Because as long as you stay offline, you can keep these raids in your world. Just don't connect to the internet and you'll keep them for as long as you stay offline. That's what I did with the Charizard raids, and I got 999 Dragon Terra shards. So that's how you beat Typhlosion the Unrivaled with a Taunt Annihilape. I don't know who's going to be next in the 7-star Terra raid battle lineup. Probably Delphox or Chestnut, if I'm being honest, because we got Greninja already. Why not get the other 2 Kalos starters, right? So I hope this guide helped you out a little bit. Yeah, I think that's all from me. So I'm going to see you guys in the next video.